Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am making this video because I saw this article in August when it came out and it didn't sit right with me, and I've gotten a chance to look into it a little bit more, and I wanted to share it with everybody because I feel like it's just wrong what they're doing, and I feel like now that I've looked into it a little bit more, I just wanted to share my findings with you all. So this was an article on CNN that had come across me in a feed somehow, and it says 750 million genetically engineered mosquitoes approved for release in Florida Keys. And when I saw it, I was like, wow, that's crazy. But it got even more crazier when I started reading, because then I realized that they were going to release these mosquitoes in Harris County, Texas as well, which is Houston and a lot of the smaller surrounding cities. And supposedly this mosquito is going to fight Zika, dengue, chikungunya, and yellow fever. And it's supposedly they eat their own offspring, so they don't multiply. Well, I started looking into Oxitec because it says the mosquito also won federal approval to be released into Harris County, Texas, beginning in 2021. According to Oxitec, the U.S.-owned British-based company that developed the genetically modified organism. So the EPA granted them the ability to release these mosquitoes. Well, when I clicked on this link right here that says according to Oxitec, it kind of echoes everything that the article talked about. And I don't know about you guys, but this organization is a little seedy. So another thing that I did when I was reading all of this, I went down to the bottom. And if you want, you can pause and read through it if you feel like it. But I clicked on this right here. And this is a government website. When you click on it, it says www.regulations.gov. So one thing I noticed was that the comment period for these mosquito permits, the comment period closed October 11th, 2019, which was a year and a couple months more before they actually were going to release the mosquito. And it kind of just feels wrong that they put comments in so early. Like, your comments are only going to be due a year and a few months before this mosquito is being released. It's kind of like nobody really knows about it at that point. So who's going to comment on it? So I went down to the comments, which look like they're just duplications of each other. But when I opened it, because they all say the same thing, like at first glance, they were all posted on the same day from this first page. That's what it looks like. So I click on view comment, and I read this whole thing, and it's just really, if you read into it, it's kind of pretty. There's even a reference to a Yale study that the GM mosquitoes released in Brazil reproduced, and their GM genes contaminated the wild mosquito population. The Yale study also found that the release in Brazil did not result in a sustainable decrease in the mosquito population. The long-term impact of the G.m.0 genes in the wild population has not been studied and could cause the wild population to be more virulent, resulting in higher rates of mosquito-borne disease. Another thing that I saw was that this person that posted this comment was talking about the proteins that were being expressed by the GM mosquitoes, that they could contain amino acid sequences identical to known human allergens. So to me, that, I'm not a scientist, but to me that feels like it's saying that if this mosquito possibly bites somebody, that it could seem like the person is having allergies, like an allergy attack, but in reality, the mosquito did that. So how are we really going to know if it's allergies or a mosquito bite by one of these mutant mosquitoes? It also talks about the TTA protein. So it says the TTA protein, it says GM mosquitoes express protein that has been shown to be toxic to more than just the Aedes aegypti. The TTA protein has been shown to be a toxin and neurotoxin to rodents, which are mammals, and therefore may be toxic to other mammals. And so I don't know about you guys, but a neurotoxin means a toxic agent to the brain. So a neurotoxin can possibly alter the functions that our brain uses. And I feel like that's invading our bodies in a big way. So it also talks about the tetracycline and how it could possibly produce antibiotic resistant pathogens. So that's not a good thing. The last thing, it's citing these articles in here, nature.com, regulations.gov. And then it also says, due to the last paragraph says, due to the risks outlined above, the release of GM mosquitoes without the informed consent of every individual affected constitutes a human rights violation. This would leave the city or county releasing GM mosquitoes liable. According to the Nuremberg Code, the voluntary consent of the human subject is absolutely essential. And so basically this article or this commenter is talking about how when you're doing a study, or even if it's an experiment, which is what they're calling this, you have to have informed consent of the person who's being tested. And I feel like if that would have happened and they would have taken a vote or a poll, which probably wouldn't matter at this point, but if they would have taken a vote from people and actually asked them, hey, is it okay if we release these mosquitoes? That would be something different. But they didn't even ask anyone. They kind of just approved it. The federal approvals just kind of went through and they went under the radar. And like I said, the original article that I saw about this post was on CNN. I did not see any references to this story on any local news. So for them to kind of just take it into their own hands and release these mosquitoes without studying what they could do to us or even animals, it's kind of scary because it feels like we didn't have a say in that. And mosquitoes, they travel, they fly, they bite I'm pretty sure in their lifespan, they bite plenty of people, and who knows what they're really carrying. So I don't know. I feel like it's wrong what they're doing, and I hope that maybe more people will pass this video around and hopefully we can start a petition to stop it, or I'm not sure, but it does seem like a human rights violation because we were never asked if we wanted this. We were never asked if we might be interested in participating in a study. I mean, there are people that actually like to do that kind of thing. So maybe they could have gotten those people to sign up to be bitten by these G.m.0 mosquitoes. But I don't want to be bitten by one of those. So anyway, guys, stay safe. Have a good one.